Welcome back to our Trust YouTube channel. In today's class, we're going to learn how to make this beautiful pant. It's a short pant that we see here. I made it together with this flare top, and the tutorial is also uploaded on the channel. So this short has band that does not have elastic in front, as you can see, and the elastic is just at the back, gathering the pants together because it's actually a jumbo pants and it's a one size fits all. So I'm going to take you through how I cut and sew this and the band as well in this tutorial. If this is something you would like to learn, kindly stay tuned till the end of this tutorial. Thank you. To make these jumbo shorts, you're going to need your fabric. So I'm cutting the front first and I'm cutting directly on my fabric. So I'm going to have a 2 inches elastic band. It's a jumbo short, so it's going to be free on the waistline. So for that, I'm going to remove 2 inches before taking my measurement. My actual crotch is 11 inches. I'm adding extra 1.5 so that it can be free on the under area. So I'm marking my crotch as 12.5, and then I want my total length for the pant to be 20 inches. So I have 2 inches extra for my allowance. So I'm going to go ahead and mark out the crotch. You can see it's really simple. You don't need so much measurement because it's going to be free. So here you're going to mark your hip measurements. My hip measurement is 46, divided by 4 is 11.5. So I'm going to mark the 11.5 inches here. Then you're going to add extra 3 inches for ease. So you can add between 2 to 3 inches to that. So let's say I'm adding 2.5 inches. Altogether I have 14 inches. So here I'm going to go ahead and mark the same 14 inches on my waistline, and then I'm going to make that into a straight line. Okay, so for your crotch, you can measure what you have here and then you divide it by 4 to know the extension that you are going to need here for the crotch. Okay, the extension that you're going to need here for the crotch. But for me, I'm just going to mark between 3 to 3.5 inches. So I have 3.5 inches left here, and that is what I'm going to use. So for the crotch, I'm just going to come on this corner here. I'm going to come up by 1 inch, and then I'm going to take my curved ruler and use that to get a really nice curve. So this part is very important because it's what makes your crotch come out very well. So please make sure that you get a good curve. I'm just working with what I have now. So there I have my crotch. So for the hem of the pants, you can reduce it a little bit or you can increase it depending on what you want. You can just maintain the straight line that you have here, and then if you don't want it to be so big, you can just come in by maybe 2 inches and then you connect. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my scissors and then I'm going to cut out the crotch area. Then you're going to bring in the fabric again and then place the front on it to cut the back. So this is my fabric again. I put it on fold and then I'm just going to place the front on it. So make sure that you have enough extra allowance on the inner part. This is the side, still closed. I'm still going to open it up. So once you place it like this, you are going to extend the crotch. So for me, I'm going to extend my crotch by just 1.5 inches, and that's because I want it to be able to accommodate the bum. So once you extend it, make sure that it does not shake. You can hold it with a pin. You're going to mark the 1.5 inches extension that you want to add here, and then on the crotch area here, I'm going to come up by 1.5 inches as well, and then I'm going to take my ruler and then connect it back to my actual waist measurement here. I'm not adding extra here. You can add 1.5 inches here as well, but I'm not adding anything because the waist is big enough. So here on the waist area at this crotch line, I'm going to come up by 1.5 inches here as well, and then I'm going to connect that back to the side with my ruler. Okay, so this is shifting. I just want to rearrange it to make sure that I don't cut out the wrong thing. So once you arrange it, you're going to connect this back to your side. So that is the only thing we are doing for the front. And then here on the crotch, you are going to link your measurements. Remember the 1.5 inches you came out by, you're going to link it back to what you have there, and then you're going to use your cuff to create a new crotch. So this cuff, I'm going to change it. I'll manage this one that I have. So I'm going to do it in base. So you're going to do that, and then for the next one, you're going to connect like this. So that is all I'm doing. Once I do that, I'm going to grab my scissors again, and then I'm going to cut out the new measurement that I have for the back. So on the side, you are going to open it up. Remember, the side is still closed. So we are going to go ahead and open up the two sides. The side is exactly the same. So you are not going to do anything differently to this side. So now what you need to do is to take this to your sewing machine, and then you're going to join the crotch for the front and back before you open it and sew this side. So I've gone ahead to sew it on the crotch. It's very easy to sew this jumbo pants. Once you sew your crotch, you're going to open it up like this, and then you open the back and lay them on each other. So once you lay them on each other, you're going to match your crotch together like this, and then you sew it to the hem for the two sides like this. You're going to sew it to the hem. Then after sewing the hem, you come here to the side, and then you're going to join the side as well on the two sides. So you can also fold in your hem before we work on the elastic for the waistline. So I've gone ahead to do that. You can see I sew it on the under area on the crotch, you can see. Then after that, I sew it by the side. So you're going to either use French seam for this, or you're going to serge it because of all this frills. So you're going to do the same thing on the other side, and then your pant is ready. So you can see how big it is looking. You can see that the waistline is also big as well. So we're going to be gathering that with our elastic band. Remember, we went up by 2 inches when we were drafting for the band. We did not include it in our measurements. I've also hemmed the lower part as well. So now what you need to do now is to take the measurements round for the waistline that you have. You're going to take your round waistline measurement, and that you're going to use to draft a band. But for my band, I want it to have, I want the elastic to stop around 10 inches here. I want it to be without elastic. So you can also do that for the entire front, but I just want it to be on the front part. So for that, I'm going to cut out that separately. So I have this one. This is about 10, this is about 11 inches. So that by the time I join it, I'll have the 10 inches that I need. And for my 2 inches band, I have 5 inches. So that by the time you fold it like this, you're going to have 2.5 inches. 2 inches for your band, and then half an inch to join it back to your pant. And then I have another band which is going to carry the elastic. So in all, after measuring your waist, let's say your waist is 50 inches, you are going to remove 10 inches, which is going to be for this band, and then you are going to use the remaining 40 inches to cut the one that will carry the elastic. I hope you understand that. So now this is the one that is going to carry the elastic for me. So what I'm going to do now is to just bring in my elastic. I have my 2 inches elastic here. You can see it is 2 inches. So you are going to fold your 2 inches elastic like this. So you're going to start from here. You are going to fold it over here, and then you are going to use your stitch to hold it down. You are going to lock it down with your stitch, and then you are going to take it to this other side as well, and then you're going to do the same thing. You are going to lock it down with your stitch on this other side. So once you lock it down, you're going to stretch it out, and then you're going to sew. So we're going to go to the machine now, and you just need to watch what I'm doing. So you can see I've gone ahead to do it. This is what I have. So this is the elastic. Okay, it makes it adjustable and it will fit many sizes. And this is the one without the elastic. So this is going to be at the front. So to know the center, you just need to fold them and you can see how neat it is. Make sure that it is neat and then you can go ahead and weave off this edge. So now to sew it, you're going to match them together like this, and then you're going to notch the center. Okay, so that center that you notch, you are going to look for your center front. You easily see it, it's going to be lower than the back. So you can see, so this is my center front. So you're going to match it together like this, and then you're going to pin it up to where the elastic starts on the two sides. So you are going to go ahead, after sewing that part, you sew the elastic. So when you are sewing the elastic, you drag it and sew all around like that, and then your short will be ready. Okay, so you can see that I've gone ahead to sew it. So make sure that you weave this rough part so that it can be neat. So this is what we have on the back. You can see it is adjustable, and this is what we have at the front. So we have this center front area without elastic. So it doesn't have to be up to 5 inches like mine. You can just make it maybe 3 inches on both sides, and that will leave you with 6 inches. Totally up to you and what you want. So this is what mine looks like. This is what my jumbo short looks like. I'm going to take it to the mannequin now so that we can see what it looks like. And I made this short to pair with this halter neck full flare top. So I'm going to take both of them to the mannequin so that you can see what it looks like. The tutorial on how I made this is also uploaded on the channel as well. So this is what it looks like on the mannequin. You can see how beautiful the pants turn out. So it's a short, and you can see that the 10 inches band is in front without elastic, and then the ruche elastic is just at the back of the pants. I hope you enjoyed making this beautiful tutorial with me. If you enjoyed it, let us know in the comment section. Like, comment and subscribe to our channel. And I paired it with this beautiful flare top. It's a full 360-degree flare top. It has an halter neck strap, and the tutorial on how I made it is also uploaded on the channel already. If you want to learn how to do it, you can check it out. Thank you.